It's time for Mountain Crest High School Sports, a presentation of 107.7 KLZX and CashValleyDaily.com. Made possible by the support of our sponsors, DD Auto and Salvage, Adams Wealth Advisors, Mountain Crest Booster Club, State Farm Agent Lana Powell, Cache Valley Daily, Young Toyota and Young Honda, Napa Auto Parts, Les Olson IT, The Logo Shop, and Planet Fitness. Now, it's time for the Mountain Crest Mustangs on 107.7 KLZX.
Hello and welcome in, everybody, here to Hiram, Utah. It is time for the storied rivalry. I say storied, it's new, but it is hot between the Mountain Crest Mustangs and the Ridgeline Riverhawks basketball season and the culmination, the penultimate game of the regular season. I am Cody Olson, joined here with Coach John Olson to my left, and we're ready for Mustang basketball. Are you ready for Mustang basketball, Coach?
I am, yeah. And is it really, is it that new? How old are you? It started when you were a senior.
I'm brand new.
You're almost 30 now, aren't you?
What the flip are you talking about?
I can't remember how old you are.
I'm going to mute your microphone. That is not nice. Oh, my goodness. All right.
It's older than, but not as old as some. But it's good.
It's good.
Like
it's up there with, Packers, Bears,
right.
It's up there with Lakers, Celtics.
It's
Mountain Crest Ridgeline.
Mountain Crest Ridgeline.
Yeah.
I know. Yep. It really is.
It's exciting.
Army, Navy.
All that stuff.
You can go on and on. So.
Miami and Notre Dame.
Oh, yeah.
That's what you love to see. All right.
Oh.
It's pregame time here in Hiram. Special thanks and shout out to our wonderful sponsors that give us the opportunity to cover the Mustangs and the Riverhawks tonight. That is State Farm Agent Lana Powell. Does your high school student get good grades or have good driving record? You could save money on their auto insurance. Call Lana Powell at 752-7639. It is loud here in the gymnasium at Mountain Crest tonight, and it's always the pep band that brings the energy. And I don't think they're going to need to bring really any extra on a night like tonight.
No.
Rivalry night. Number 2 ranked in the region, Ridgeline Riverhawks with a 9-2 record in that region versus the Mountain Crest Mustangs. Mountain Crest at 6-15 overall, 2-8 in region play. Both are equal sides on either side of the region. Mountain Crest second to last, Ridgeline in second place.
Right.
But these rivalry games have a tendency to really surprise you, no matter what, right?
Well, they went into overtime first time at Ridgeline, so that can tell you that it can be a very close game coming through. So,
well, the Mustangs come off of a loss to Skyview on Wednesday. They licked their wounds in a game where they just felt like they had it.
Yeah.
Give me a nickel every time I've said this. But Mountain Crest hung in there for a good while and then eventually just kind of puttered out at the very end.
Yeah.
And it was tough for the Mustangs to get over a very well-balanced and spread-out team that Skyview is. Ridgeline comes in with a very similar mindset tonight. So can the Mustangs turn it around in 2 days, figure themselves out, and come away with an upset victory? Or will the Ridgeline Riverhawks flex their muscles and end the season on a high note here in Hiram on senior night?
It's going to be really interesting. Like you mentioned, offensively, the Riverhawks like to spread it out. They've got 4 of their players that are all right about 10 points. With Lowe just a little bit 1 point ahead. He's scoring about 11 points per game, and the rest 10. So when everybody can score, it makes it a lot harder on defense for your team.
Yeah, any one of those members, Dawson Lowe, the senior, Tyler Jackman, another senior, Harrison Putnam, another senior, and Cooper Hall. Those are 4 seniors, really, that do a fantastic job in being a leader and calm and collected on the floor, something that Mountain Crest has really wanted all year long.
Right.
Finding a consistent option. Depends on whose night it is. Ridgeline kind of trades off between those 4.
Right.
For the Mustangs, they come into this with raw power and a really bit of a young roster. We're going to have seniors playing tonight.
Right.
But it really has been the underclassmen that have wowed the fans of Mountain Crest throughout the entire basketball season. That's been Noah Cardin, that's been Easton Pugmire, and it's been, to a certain extent, Jackson Brands. You play with that lightning electricity. You never know what you're going to get when you mix those chemicals together. Tonight, the Mustangs hope to get something explosive.
Exactly, yeah. And like you said, this is really a Jekyll and Hyde team. The game they played versus Green Canyon, they could have pretty much beat everybody in region with that game that they played. Not no turnovers. I mean, not no turnovers, but they reduced
low in the turnover rate.
Turnovers, rebounds, shot, everything. But it's just been one of those things where Mountain Crest tends to let somebody get out 8 points ahead, and then they hover there all game long.
Yep.
Just struggling to get over that. So I think the key tonight is to stay with it or even get ahead and just ride that through. But it's going to be a tough one for Mountain Crest tonight.
Mountain Crest has had some, challenges on the year. They'll start out strong, but then a counter punch comes. Eventually it comes, whether that's somewhere in the first quarter, second quarter, or if you're talking Bear River, sometime in the third quarter.
Yeah.
A counter punch comes, and Mountain Crest has not been able to counter the counter. That's really been their biggest thing the entire year. I'd love to be able to see somebody on the floor for the Mustangs take that punch, figuratively, of course, and say, hey, we're ready for it, and have some of this. You know, come away with something of your own. Do what you do well. Ridgeline is going to go ahead and give Mountain Crest a run for their money at some point during this game. I want to see a response in a positive light.
Right.
Somebody take over.
Yep. Right. It's the whole, Mountain Crest is great coming out in the first quarter and establishing. Like you say, they adjust. Mountain Crest doesn't adjust back. Mm-hmm. And so, like you're saying, I'm just kind of reiterating what you were saying.
Yeah, you're right. No,
adjust it. Can they adjust once the other team does? That's going to be the key.
Well, we appreciate you joining us here on the pregame show here in Hiram. It is senior night tonight, and we'll get a quick moment to go ahead and shout out our wonderful seniors. Trey Cooper, Cale Muir, Parker Andrus, Nico Dimitrikov, as well as Tayton Martinson. Those are our fantastic seniors tonight, and they've been real cogs to the machine of Mountain Crest, really trying to work together well. We'll see a heavy dose of all of those seniors tonight.
We should, yep.
And hope that, all of them can get hot at the very same time.
Yep.
Become the Harlem Globetrotters if they want for senior night.
If you can't get up with the home game versus Ridgeline, then you can't.
Yep.
It's impossible.
It's impossible. Well, we'll go ahead and talk a little bit more about matchups, what Ridgeline does well, coming up right in just a moment. This has been the pregame show tonight on Mountain Crest Mustang broadcast, brought to you in part by Planet Fitness. Get fitness energy, big fitness energy for all at just $15 a month. Join the judgment-free zone. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more action after our Star Spangled Banner and National Anthem for our starting lineups.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
Locker 42. This is the store for Aggie fans. All your favorite apparel with an Aggie logo. Stay warm and fashionable in a cocoon blanket or a coat. Pick out a warm Aggie beanie. Choose a hat from Locker 42's wall of hats. This is the store where Aggie fans shop. Locker 42, downtown Logan.
Insurance is exciting.
Are you kidding me? However, Lana Powell's State Farm Insurance makes buying insurance a little less painful. Call 752-7639 for a quick quote.
The Mountain Crest Booster Club encourages you to support the sponsors that support the Mustangs. Scabelin Roofing, Pool Orthodontics, Reed's Pharmacy, Airbound Gymnastics, Blue Water Construction, Mitco Landscaping, and Ridley's Market. To join the Mountain Crest Booster Club, contact the Mountain Crest Athletic Department and support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
Find the parts and the oil you need to keep your car and equipment running its best at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts. All the best brand names. And when you need professional help, Napa can recommend a dozen Napa Car Care Centers with ASE certified technicians.
Suit up, feel good. Custom tailored clothing for him and her. The Cater Shop, because how you look is the first message you deliver.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
Locker 42. This is the store for Aggie fans. All your favorite apparel with an Aggie logo. Stay warm and fashionable in a cocoon blanket or a coat. Pick out a warm Aggie beanie. Choose a hat from Locker 42's wall of hats. This is the store where Aggie fans shop. Locker 42, downtown Logan.
Insurance is exciting.
Are you kidding me? However, Lana Powell's State Farm Insurance makes buying insurance a little less painful. Call 752-7639 for a quick quote.
The Mountain Crest Booster Club encourages you to support the sponsors that support the Mustangs. Scabelin Roofing, Pool Orthodontics, Reed's Pharmacy, Airbound Gymnastics, Blue Water Construction, Mitco Landscaping, and Ridley's Market. To join the Mountain Crest Booster Club, contact the Mountain Crest Athletic Department and support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
Find the parts and the oil you need to keep your car and equipment running its best at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts. All the best brand names. And when you need professional help, Napa can recommend a dozen Napa Car Care Centers with ASE certified technicians.
Suit up, feel good. Custom tailored clothing for him and her. The Cater Shop, because how you look is the first message you deliver.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
Locker 42. This is the store for Aggie fans. All your favorite apparel with an Aggie logo. Stay warm and fashionable in a cocoon blanket or a coat. Pick out a warm Aggie beanie. Choose a hat from Locker 42's wall of hats. This is the store where Aggie fans shop. Locker 42, downtown Logan.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to Hiram, Utah, as we get ready for the Mountain Crest Mustangs and the Ridgeline Riverhawks. Your starting lineup for Ridgeline tonight: Dawson Lowe, the senior, averaging 11.1 points per game, followed behind by number 2, Tyler Jackman.
Number 3.
Number 5, Harrison Putnam. Cam Earl, number 24, and number 31, Cade Barrett. Trey Cooper getting the start tonight on senior night as he gets the call and the applause from the fans. Followed closely behind by Cale Muir, number 5. Behind him, Parker Andrus, number 11. Then playing the 4 spot tonight, Nico Dimitrikov. Small forward for the Mustangs, number 24, Tayton Martinson.
And number 24.
That is your starting 5 for the Mustangs on senior night tonight. It's an electric atmosphere. I hope that you're ready for some fun basketball, because I think you'll be in store for it. Rivalry game. Final regular season game, penultimate, fun here in Hiram.
It is. It's very fun.
It is very fun.
It's very fun. You have to love, you can't love sports and love basketball and not love a rivalry game. So.
Absolutely not. Here we are getting ready at midcourt. The Mustangs wearing their all whites, orange numerals and orange trim. The Riverhawks with a deep dark blue and green trim, white numerals. Clean look as well. I like both of these uniforms a lot tonight, and they're brought to you by the Logo Shop. The Logo Shop can put your logo on just about anything. Here we go into the midcourt. Set to jump, it is Dimitrikov and Harrison Putnam. Suspense. Ball up in the air and won by the Riverhawks. It is Putnam that sends it back to his point guard, and Ridgeline will begin to work from right to left. Mustangs set up into man coverage. Kick out to the top for Lowe. Sidesteps around Cooper. 19 seconds on the shot clock. Calling for it. Bennett, the sophomore, collapsed in on, goes through and is rejected by the front side of the rim. Crowd loves it. Here's the Mustangs in transition. Muir at the top of the arc. Quickly passes it to Cooper, who sets up the offense. Handoff to the near side for Andrus. One-on-one look for Martinson. Waits. Muir bounce pass to Dimitrikov. Andrus on the block after the feed from Dimitrikov. Pumps, has nowhere to go. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Great defense by the Riverhawks. Dimitrikov takes it to Bennett. Skyhook, no good. Skying in to get it is Martinson, who throws it back to Andrus with a new shot clock. A foul near the three-point line. And this is a loud crowd tonight here in Hiram.
It is, yeah. It's good to see. It's not always been full this season, and it is tonight.
It is very full. And you can hear the students loud and proud. And Mountain Crest student section wearing all blacks tonight, even though they're wearing white uniforms.
On the field, yeah, on the floor.
Little yin and yang action between student section. Tons of energy. Martinson drives inside the key, floats it up and down and in. Mustangs with first blood. Up 2-0. Riverhawks do not wait a second. Bring it down the floor immediately. This is Earl at the top. Wrap around and it is thrown into the corner. Saved by Jackman. in the middle. A foul is called as the Mustangs had a runway to go with. Tough break.
Yeah, that is a tough break, so.
It's going to be Parker Andrus' first. Parker had foul trouble against Skyview on Wednesday, and you knew that he really kind of felt that personally. Tries to stay out of it tonight. Out on the far side. Putnam guarded by Andrus. One-on-one, floating away, back up to the top for Earl. 28 seconds on the shot clock. Bennett tries to roll, nowhere to go. Good defense by the Mustangs. Crosses left, here comes the lane, and a attack with the right hand is good by Dawson Lowe, who equalizes everything at 2.
Yep, cuts to the basket really well.
Andrus says, hey, if I'm going to get a foul on one end, I guess I got to get one here. As Putnam called for the block.
Very physical. They're both very physical down there. And,
Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed?
I love it.
Andrus to inbound on the far sideline to Dimitrikov, who shuffles his way out beyond the three-point line and gives it back to Andrus. Cooper getting the responsibility of running the offense here at the beginning of the game on senior night. Andrus, right side wing extended. Muir for 3, no hesitation. Yes!
Nails the
Muir. Massive roar from our Mountain Crest crowd as the Mustangs are up by 3. Jackman to the top. Backdoor cut not open for Lowe. Here it is, a flip pass to the near side corner. He steps out of bounds. Riverhawks turn it on over.
And this is really how we wanted these seniors to play all season. They're finally playing together, and they look really good out there.
I think a lot of that comes from the amped up nature of this game.
Yeah.
Dimitrikov clearing out, handoff to Muir. Now Cooper again at the top of the arc, sidesteps, floats away. The 3-bomb, no, just short. Would have taken the roof off this. How about a steal from Martinson? A pass to Muir, and then the ball stolen out and away. It will go back to the Riverhawks as Andrus pokes it out. That was a close one.
That was a close one, yeah. Mount Crest had a chance to get an extra bucket down there.
Earl.
Had a free guy underneath, too, and just couldn't get him the ball.
Earl tosses it up. Here's Bennett, guarded by Dimitrikov, well beyond the perimeter. Pumps left, then goes left. Free throw line extended. Hedging. Cooper riding the hip. Kick out to 3. A good open look for the Riverhawks, and they roll in and out. Put back. Volleyball style is no good by Bennett. Here's the Mustangs in transition after the rebound. Cross-court pass to Muir. He's going to jack up another one. Yes!
Another 3!
Cale Muir! 2 for 2 beyond the arc. 4:35 remaining in the first. Mountain Crest leading. Here's a floater inside, silencing the crowd as Tyler Jackman.
Just a good move by Jackman down to hit the post there. And
Andrus back to Cooper. Mr. Headband himself retreats to the half circle and goes left with the chest pass. Slow and methodical. Here's Martinson. Looks right. Gives it back to Muir. Now to Cooper. He's going to jack up a 3. Yes! Trey Cooper! Let's join the three-point party.
That's right.
11-4. Lowe goes right, throws it up, and a foul on Dimitrikov as he gets just enough of the forearm. There's going to be a trip to the line for the senior Dawson Lowe.
Yep, Dawson's really good at cutting to the basket like that, and his shot is really hard to defend from that. He kind of goes outside, almost very similar to Dimitrikov's little throw underneath.
Here is Lowe's free throw, and it is down and in. Substitutions for the Riverhawks as Bennett will come out, so too will Putnam in favor of Andrew Pinocchi. Had a hand injury. You can see that his left hand is wrapped up pretty tightly as Lowe will roll in the second one. 11-6, you're reading on the scoreboard here. What a fun atmosphere. I just cannot emphasize that enough. Muir right side as the Riverhawks pressure. Here's Andrus inside the lane. He's going to scoop up and through and split the double team.
Good step by Andrus down underneath.
Riverhawks take it quickly out the baseline. Toss to the far side. This is Jackman spinning left, going right, and it will be another foul on the Mustangs who poke it away. That will be on Martinson. Jackman was claiming that he was trying to shoot, and the referee said, nah, probably not.
No.
We'll go ahead and take it out on the
glove.
far sideline. Wrapping up and through and sealing off his man is Pinocchi. Wastes no time as he gets in on the substitution. Makes the easy bucket on the left side block. 13-8, you're reading on our scoreboard here in Hiram with 3:12 remaining in the first. Mustangs have played well. Shot well from beyond the arc. Here's another one from Muir, and that one will roll off the front side of the rim. Martinson gets the rebound and puts it back.
And that's those offensive boards that Mount Crest really need to get if they're going to stay in this game tonight.
Jackman, crossover left, gives it to Lowe on the free throw line extended. Goes one-on-one versus Cooper. Handoff at the top for Earl. He's going to go against Andrus. Bodies his way through, and he misses everything. Wide left. Rebound Mustangs. Andrus has a bead to the hoop. Spins, goes towards the basket, too strong. Good move, but not enough touch.
He kind of lost where he was, I think, for a minute.
Corner three by the Riverhawks, and that is wedged in between the backboard and the rim. Rebound by Pinocchi as he works over the top of Dimitrikov. Good rebound. Andrus returns the quick pass back up for Muir. Goes left, Dimitrikov for three, why not? That's too strong off the backside, and Andrus will pick up his second foul going over the back. And he's gonna have to come out.
Yeah.
Tough break on senior night as he's gonna have to go to the bench with 2 minutes left in the first to protect his fouls. Parker Andrus
He
does
plays
not go
that
home.
way.
Yeah, he doesn't go home empty very often. I can tell you that.
Doesn't. But it's his style. You know, he just plays out there on the edge. So
Pugmire comes in. Here's a move up and through by Lowe.
They're going to have to collapse down onto that because the inside guy cannot defend that.
Mirror. Jaywalks across the half-court line, gives it back on the pass from Dimitrikov. Here is Cooper working off the screen. Mustangs trying to get some momentum up and through, and why not? A step-through attack by Daniko Dimitrikov on the layup, up and in. Low. I love the scoreboard chant for the Mustangs. Here is an attack up and through. It goes up to Bennett, who gets the offensive rebound and misses everything. The Riverhawks get a second opportunity inside. Up at the top, this is Brenchley. Far side, Jackman. And the Riverhawks will reset with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Goes to the right against Cooper inside the lane, and he misses it wide left. Dimitrikov with the rebound. 1 minute remaining here in the first. Mountain Crest leads by 5. Pugmire to Dimitrikov, back through to the big man, Martinson. Tries to shake off his man, gets it to Dimitrikov upside through, and the layup is up and in. And Pugmire interferes with the basketball as it was going down into the cylinder. It will not count.
Too bad. That was... And Dimitrikov is hurt.
Yeah, he caught something near the lower portion of his body, near his hip. And he's going to get a substitution, possibly. Smith wasn't quick enough. Dimitrikov gives a thumbs up and mouths, "I'm good," to Coach Smith on the sideline. Let's see if he can hold that up. Tough break as Pugmire wanted to come in and slam it through. The ball was already going through the cylinder. It's not goaltending, but interference inside the cylinder to the rim. Here comes the Riverhawks starting the offense with 14 seconds on the game clock. 4-second difference between shot and game clock. Bounce pass into the corner, 2 Riverhawks in the same area. Pump fake, drive, through, it is touched by Mountain Crest. It's not gonna count, shot clock violation.
Good defense by Mountain Crest out there. Able to close down on it and finally shut that out.
There's just extra verve tonight for the Mustangs, you can feel.
Yeah.
4 seconds, they're gonna toss it into Smith. Clock will start as he crosses half court. He's gonna launch it way early and he's gonna go wide left. He probably had more time than he thought. After the end of one, Mountain Crest leads 17-12 over the Ridgeline Riverhawks. Coach, what are you seeing out there?
I'm seeing Mountain Crest is playing really well. Defense, offense, they're doing everything they should be doing at this point. A few things they need to do is obviously collapse down on Low when he comes down because it's hard to defend from that side, but overall doing a really good job. And honestly, the Riverhawks are not doing bad. They're within striking distance. So the biggest thing right now, we've seen Mountain Crest come out and have amazing first quarters. Can they keep it up through the second quarter? That's going to be the question.
I think you got to set something up for Cale Muir again coming out of this quarter.
Yes.
He's had the hot hand, shooting 66% from the field right now. You make another three-point shot, and I think that momentum continues.
Yes, exactly. And we've seen a lot of times where they come out in the second and all of a sudden they can't hit their shots. So they've got to keep that flow going.
Get a good look coming in as we remain here in the sports broadcast booth. Mountain Crest leads 17-12. An exciting first quarter. Very loud and just energy abounding. Mustangs will come out of the break, so too with the Riverhawks, and it will be Mustang basketball working from left to right. A quick whistle by our official on the far side, and we're going to get some obstruction off the floor. There's
glitter.
Palm residue.
Cheering way too hard. The Mustang cheerleaders have destroyed their pom-poms.
It's a good problem to have.
It is, yep.
And there's a cleanup in front of the Ridgeline bench. So we got it on both sides of the floor. We'll go ahead and get the inbound coming up. Mustangs will begin on the toss through from Martinson to Smith. Smith getting into the game quick. Quick toss from Martinson, and it will be well short of the rim. It's going to bounce off immediately. So we got that quick three, and it was a good look.
But it just didn't quite go. Yep, didn't go.
Line drive by Tainton Martinson, who has proven himself to be a pretty worthy three-point shooter on the year, and I think that was exactly what we talked about, and what we talked about we wanted to be drawn up in the circle. Here's Ridgeline trying to answer with a three of their own. That one's too long. A foul going against Ridgeline on the rebound.
And Ridgeline has been very aggressive on those offensive boards and down underneath.
This time they get called
for
on the foul against Dimitrikov. Smith coming across quickly. There's Muir on the far side as Ridgeline's going to come out far and beyond to try and stop those possessions. Pugmire on the baseline, sucks in a couple defenders. Here's Smith going up with the floater, and it will be a foul against Pugmire as he tracks down the air ball from Smith, and it will be Trey Cooper set to check in for Martinson.
Again, opportunity for Mountain Crest to come away with some points and spread this out a little bit.
Near side of the basket, bodies fly either which way. Smith has to toss it up for Pugmire, and it's stolen away by the Riverhawks. Pinocchi down and through, and he gets the layup to go. Tough break, giving up points there on that one. Got to get it higher for Pugmire.
Yeah.
Smith clears out Cooper. Gets it to Dimitrikov at the top. One-on-one lurk versus Earl. He'll give it to Muir. The Mustangs starting to slow down just a little bit. Step in shot by Cooper is no good. A little bit too quick on the draw. And here's that second quarter slump that maybe we talked about before. Ridgeline kick out for Earl. Good look for three, and it's down and in. 17 all, and just like that, you have a couple possessions of nothing burgers by the Mustangs. It is that dreaded second quarter. As soon as they're done, like here's Smith pulling out two defenders well beyond the arc. Somebody's got to be open. Dribbling in and out of pressure. Cooper on the near side. Toss to Pugmire around the horn. Muir is going to drive and float it up and miss everything again. Pugmire tangles up with Lowe. Ridgeline comes away with it. Here's Earl again for three. He made the last one, and that one's going to miss short. Another steal by Ridgeline. They put their arms in the passing lane. Then they're going to go up and through and one. Tough break for the Mustangs on that one.
Yeah, that again, we talk about that second quarter slump, and they're really showing that right now.
Here comes Dynamite off the bench for the Mustangs. Noah Carden as substitutions will come in. Three-point opportunity here for Tyler Jackman. Shot is up and bricks long. No good. Ball into the far side. It will stay with the Riverhawks.
I'm a little surprised. The Riverhawks are very aggressive underneath there. I'm a little surprised there's not more calls down there with that.
Here comes the inbound. Low flashes towards the far sideline. Going to work against Smith. A screen by Bennett. Swinging around. Earl at the top. Back to Low. Inside. Wants to get it to Bennett. Just no passing lane open at the moment. Smith denying, going across, up and through, and it lays it up and in.
He does what you've got to do, because those short shots, you've got to hit them, and he does that really well.
21-17, a run by the Riverhawks. Here's a launch from 3 for Cooper, and that's good. Trying to put pressure on the Bleeding. Stealing back some points. Earl for 3 all alone. Yes, he answers it immediately.
Leave him alone out there. You just can't leave him alone out there.
Mountain Crest gets lost on the switch at the top of the arc, leaves Earl open again, and he makes his second 3-point bucket in quick succession for the Riverhawks, 24-20. Carden shakes off his defender, spins across, and gives it to Dimitrikov on the near side baseline. Pugmire in the area. He's going to take the 3. Yes! Easton Pugmire.
I don't want to say he's on a streak, but that's 2 in a row.
That's 2 in a row dating back to Wednesday. The thing about that was there was no hesitation whatsoever. Dimitrikov sits back in the zone, steals it away inside the key. Here's Cooper turning on the Jets. Smith gets his man to bite, goes up and through, and he lost his balance. Pugmire tries to steal it away. It goes off of a Riverhawk, and it will stay with the Mustangs. And so they're both sides very physical. You could argue that Pugmire basically wrapped up and tackled. I mean, over here a little bit, and you're getting it over there.
You're getting the same down there. Yeah, exactly.
All right, here's Martinson after the check-in. Smith comes out, so too does Dimitrikov. Hesitates as Cooper comes towards the basketball. Trying to get Noah Carden started. The screen goes opposite, goes up and through, hangs in the air, and takes the lead back, 25-24.
He has been the surprise leader so far in the second half of this season.
Couple lead changes between these two teams. Second placed in region, Ridgeline trying to hold off the Mustangs. Here comes the switch and the drive. Good look, and it hangs on every part of the rim. Pugmire tracks it down inside the key. Parker Andrus back in the ballgame with 2 fouls. He's not going to wait very long as he gets stonewalled, and he is going to pick up his 3rd foul. Can't do it.
No, you can't. That was a frustration foul. So he's going to come out with his 3rd,
and that's exactly what Coach Smith is telling him right now.
I know he feels like he was fouled going down there. And whether he was or not, you can't turn around and get a foul because of it,
Absolutely.
if that makes sense.
Absolutely. Low, handoff to the far side. In the game is Brenchley. Pulls it back out. Tries to peek over the top of Dimitrikov, who also comes back in. Bennett seals off Pugmire, gets a pump, and 1. Great move by the big man, sophomore Cade Barrett. Cade Barrett playing huge minutes for Ridgeline as a sophomore.
Yeah, yep.
Takes the lead back with that make, and he gets a chance for 1 more point at the line. Shot is up and through. That's a well-polished sophomore from what we've seen from him so far in this game.
He's got a good base. I don't know how more to explain that, but he's got a great base.
Carden leaves it short, well short. It's going to be airmailed, and it will go back to the Riverhawks.
Yep. Mount Crest had a couple of those short-range shots that just gone nowhere. So,
27-25, 3 minutes remaining before halftime. Carden trying to deny the handoff as Barrett comes well beyond the perimeter, gets it back. Gonna go one-on-one versus Dimitrikov. Bumps, floats, gets the hook shot. That won't go, and it will stay with the Riverhawks. I think that Martinson came flying in and swatted it out. Tough The Riverhawks are not easy to deny. Here's Earl, pumps, gets Cooper to bite. Expert move. 4-point lead now for Ridgeline. Looking for some type of action. 2-3 zone shown by the Riverhawks. Dimitrikov all alone. You got to take the shot, be an aggressive man. Too strong off the right side, running in transition. This is Jackman gonna throw it up, and it will be good. There is a run by the Riverhawks and a timeout on the floor. 30 seconds by Ridgeline and Derek Wadsworth. Tell me the reasoning why you would take that timeout. You're getting momentum. You're trying to go through.
Well, I think he wants to set up his last 2 minutes. Okay, guys, we're up by 6 now. This is what we want to do so that we're, going to come out and make sure that we add to that lead before half. Mountain Crest got to not panic.
Don't panic. This is the counter punch that we talked about.
Yes.
You got to be able to withstand the blow and give something back before halftime. Set the tone. Absolutely.
And say, Mount Crest got to come out and say, we're not going anywhere. We're still in this. And it's a very critical 2 minutes, 22 seconds left from both teams.
Absolutely. We'll see what Mount Crest draws up out of the timeout. Trey Cooper will be the one to skip his way across the timeline from right to left. Surveys right, gives it to Muir. He was the hot hand back in the first. Dimitrikov at the top, hand off to Martinson. Here's a tough jumper, and it goes down and in. Good look for Martinson. Not the easiest shot if I was going to go out of the timeout, but regardless, there it is. Earl pumps, gets Muir to bite, goes up and through, and he misses it wide left. Mustangs with the rebound. Here's your chance to get points on top of points. Don't panic. Cooper driving, layup, reverse.
Wow,
yes.
That was a good-looking shot. My Cooper.
Trey Cooper will not be denied. They're going to go at him defensively. He'll get the foul and one. Tough break. Trey does amazing on the offensive end, and they try and catch up to him as he's running back. Go at him defensively.
And that's where I'm talking about when Lowe comes down, that you really got to start collapsing down on him. You can't defend him alone coming down through there.
Dawson Lowe, the leader in terms of points scored for the Riverhawks. He averages also almost 6 rebounds a game as one of the smaller members on the floor. He's going to miss the free throw. 33-29, 90 seconds left before halftime. Cale Muir, quick toss, gets it back. He'll throw it up. He's going to go wide right, almost banks it in. Rebound by the Riverhawks. They're going to run out in transition in front of the Mustangs. The layup short. Dimitrikov to Martinson. Saved by Martinson. Thought that was going to go out of bounds. Here's Trey. Wanted the three. Decides against it. Muir driving back to Dimitrikov. Hand off to Cooper. Inside. Back out. Corner drive. Baseline. Dimitrikov. Martinson for three. No. Going to track it down. No. Goes out of bounds. Good look.
Yes, it was a good set, just didn't get it to go.
You could tell in that last offensive possession, the Riverhawks were playing catch-up.
Yes.
It was the wolf chasing the rabbit, and the rabbit was winning in those passing options. Low, dancing, pass off to the right side. Trying to get it up, tie up, and the push shot won't go for Jackman as he tries to muscle his way in. Mountain Crest slowing it down a little bit here. The timeout by Smith, and I like that because you're down by 6 2 minutes ago. You're now down within 4. You can take away the rest of the time, basically.
Yeah.
Look for a good shot, and you're going to go into halftime if the Mustangs execute, only down 1 possession.
1 possession, yep. Either way, 1 possession. So, yeah, you're right. And that's not a bad spot to be when coming into this, the second half.
Absolutely. We'll take a break, come back to you in 15 seconds right after this on 107.7 KLZX and CashValleyDaily.com.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
Welcome back here into the sports broadcast booth. 33 seconds separate us before halftime. It is Mountain Crest with possession of the basketball, and if I'm Coach Smith, you know, considering how the way the second quarter's gone, I might want to bleed as much clock as possible and try and go for a good look here than pushing it.
Yeah, yep, exactly.
Cooper to pass into Cale Muir, and the clock will start. There is about a 6-second difference. Mountain Crest will set up the zone break. Here is Pugmire. Tough pass, almost stolen out and away. Ball is stolen by the Riverhawks, then back. Cale Muir hops on the basketball. It will sit against a Riverhawk as he lays out of bounds. Fortunate for the Mustangs to not give that back.
Very, very.
That pass from Pugmire to Dimitrikov kind of telegraphed. And it was deflected. A scrum for the basketball near half court. It resets the shot clock, and now you really don't have to do anything crazy.
Nope. Just
start
have to get
the play.
A good shot.
Start the play at 4 seconds.
That's right.
That's all you need to do. Cooper looks up towards the game clock. He's going to start the play with about 7. Now to Cooper. He's going to step in for 3. No. Left side. Tipped around. Grabbed by the ridgeline at half court. He'll heave it and go wide left. That will be your halftime score. 33-29. Good look. I like that shot from Trey.
I did too.
At the end.
Yep. It was a good look.
Well, we go into halftime. We've had a ton of action here, and feels like we've been going nonstop. We've only had one break in that whole entire first half. What a fun atmosphere it has been.
It has been.
Kind of proving to themselves and to Ridgeline, hey, we're here to play basketball tonight.
That's right.
So
that's right.
We'll see how it goes. We'll take a break, come back. We've got an elongated halftime show. We've got 15 minutes on the clock, so that means we're going to have to come up with something for us to talk about during halftime, and I'm sure we'll have a lot to talk about.
Oh, we got a lot to talk about. A lot of sports things.
Absolutely. It's a sports weekend. Aggies play tonight, Super Bowl on Sunday. You got all sorts of fun stuff that we can talk about. We'll take the break. Come back right after this on 107.7 KLZX.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
Locker 42. This is the store for Aggie fans. All your favorite apparel with an Aggie logo. Stay warm and fashionable in a cocoon blanket or a coat. Pick out a warm Aggie beanie. Choose a hat from Locker 42's wall of hats. This is the store where Aggie fans shop. Locker 42, downtown Logan.
Insurance is exciting.
Are you kidding me? However, Lana Powell's State Farm Insurance makes buying insurance a little less painful. Call 752-7639 for a quick quote.
The Mountain Crest Booster Club encourages you to support the sponsors that support the Mustangs. Scabelin Roofing, Pool Orthodontics, Reed's Pharmacy, Airbound Gymnastics, Blue Water Construction, Mitco Landscaping, and Ridley's Market. To join the Mountain Crest Booster Club, contact the Mountain Crest Athletic Department and support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
Find the parts and the oil you need to keep your car and equipment running its best at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts. All the best brand names. And when you need professional help, Napa can recommend a dozen Napa Car Care Centers with ASE certified technicians.
Suit up, feel good. Custom tailored clothing for him and her. The Cater Shop, because how you look is the first message you deliver.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
Locker 42. This is the store for Aggie fans. All your favorite apparel with an Aggie logo. Stay warm and fashionable in a cocoon blanket or a coat. Pick out a warm Aggie beanie. Choose a hat from Locker 42's wall of hats. This is the store where Aggie fans shop. Locker 42, downtown Logan.
Insurance is exciting.
Are you kidding me? However, Lana Powell's State Farm Insurance makes buying insurance a little less painful. Call 752-7639 for a quick quote.
The Mountain Crest Booster Club encourages you to support the sponsors that support the Mustangs. Scabelin Roofing, Pool Orthodontics, Reed's Pharmacy, Airbound Gymnastics, Blue Water Construction, Midco Landscaping, and Ridley's Market. To join the Mountain Crest Booster Club, contact the Mountain Crest Athletic Department and support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations. Call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
All right, welcome back here to Hiram, Utah, as we get your halftime update today, brought to you by Young Toyota and Young Honda. For 100 years, delivering an exceptional customer experience, think young, drive young. Well, we've had a lot of highlight plays tonight. Mountain Crest has been able to hit at a pretty efficient clip from beyond the arc tonight.
Yes.
So that's been great. Cale Muir has been pretty decent and shooting a hot percentage. Trey Cooper also getting in on that action as well. They've kind of, the two seniors have kind of carried Mountain Crest beyond the arc tonight.
Yep, so
that's
far so good on that aspect.
We get a, go ahead, sorry.
Oh, no, sorry. I was just going to say Mountain Crest has also spread out the scoring quite a bit so far with, like you said, Mirror and, I lost everything. I apologize. But anyway, it's spread out.
You look at the, you're right. If you look at the scoreboard here, you know, Trey Cooper with 8, Dimitrikov with 6, Pugmire with 3, and then Cale Muir with 6. So it's been an equal distribution of the basketball tonight. These seniors have been playing well. For the Riverhawks, one thing that's worked well for them has really been the attack and drive. Two things. The attack and drive of Dawson Lowe. He's been great tonight.
Yes.
We knew that was going to be the case.
We did.
But also, Cam Earl averages only 6 points per game. Right now he's sitting at 10, and he's shooting threes from downtown, and that wasn't on the scout sheet.
No, it wasn't. So again, and that could be a part of the reason, the fact that they weren't coming out on him. They probably didn't expect that. And so that might be something that they need to look at in the second half and say, hey, we got to have somebody out there on him. We've got to have somebody collapsing down on Low. But other than those two things, Mountain Crest has done pretty good defensively in keeping them in this game. So,
if there's another aspect that that the Mountain Crest Mustangs could do at this point, seeing what Ridgeline's done and come out with, what's one thing? Obviously, you talked about collapsing in on low, trying to deny that slithery, point guard to get in there. Is there anything else defensively, specifically, that Mountain Crest could possibly do to deny some points against Ridgeline?
Again, I think those things would be probably the best, because some of their bigger three-point shooters, they've done a good job of closing out on them on the outside, not giving them a good. Of course, it's been a battle underneath, so you got to keep battling to get position, to get the rebounds. That's going to be big going through from now on. And then on the offensive side, the biggest thing Mountain Crest can do is they got to be able to hit their mid-range jumpers. They're not hitting those right now. You got to calm down and hit those and be consistent, because all of the teams that Mountain Crest play and that they struggle with is because the other teams are very consistent. They got a great shooting, consistency, especially at that mid-range. Mountain Crest got to do that as well. They've got to get in there. They've got to make those shots.
All right, well, we'll go ahead and take another break. These were our Mountain Crest senior cheerleaders tonight, and it is senior night. We tip our hats to them and wish them the best of luck for the rest of the year in their celebratory night tonight. And we'll go ahead and take a break, come back for more as tip-off scheduled for about 6.5 minutes from now. We'll be back right before then here on 107.7 KLZX.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
Locker 42. This is the store for Aggie fans. All your favorite apparel with an Aggie logo. Stay warm and fashionable in a cocoon blanket or a coat. Pick out a warm Aggie beanie. Choose a hat from Locker 42's wall of hats. This is the store where Aggie fans shop. Locker 42, downtown Logan.
Insurance is exciting.
Are you kidding me? However, Lana Powell State Farm Insurance makes buying insurance a little less painful. Call 752-7639 for a quick quote.
The Mountain Crest Booster Club encourages you to support the sponsors that support the Mustangs. Scabelin Roofing, Pool Orthodontics, Reed's Pharmacy, Airbound Gymnastics, Blue Water Construction, Mitco Landscaping, and Ridley's Market. To join the Mountain Crest Booster Club, contact the Mountain Crest Athletic Department and support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
Find the parts and the oil you need to keep your car and equipment running its best at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts. All the best brand names. And when you need professional help, Napa can recommend a dozen Napa Car Care Centers with ASE certified technicians.
Suit up, feel good. Custom tailored clothing for him and her. The Cater Shop, because how you look is the first message you deliver.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
Locker 42. This is the store for Aggie fans. All your favorite apparel with an Aggie logo. Stay warm and fashionable in a cocoon blanket or a coat. Pick out a warm Aggie beanie. Choose a hat from Locker 42's wall of hats. This is the store where Aggie fans shop. Locker 42, downtown Logan.
Insurance is exciting.
Are you kidding me? However, Lana Powell's State Farm Insurance makes buying insurance a little less painful. Call 752-7639 for a quick quote.
The Mountain Crest Booster Club encourages you to support the sponsors that support the Mustangs. Scabelin Roofing, Pool Orthodontics, Reed's Pharmacy, Airbound Gymnastics, Blue Water Construction, Midco Landscaping, and Ridley's Market. To join the Mountain Crest Booster Club, contact the Mountain Crest Athletic Department and support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations. Call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to Hiram, Utah. There's a 4-point difference between, you can't say crosstown rivals.
No. Cross River. The blacksmith court goes between them.
I like that. Cross River rivals.
Cross River rivals. Yep.
Mountain Crest and Ridgeline going at it here in Hiram tonight. Mountain Crest has been hanging in there. Our seniors have been showing out. Cale Muir with two big three-point shots. Trey Cooper also showing out. Dimitrikov doing what he does. We're about 40 seconds away from the start of our third quarter, and as soon as you're done with the Mountain Crest game and the Ridgeline game tonight, you can go ahead and pop on over to the Mountain West Network and catch Utah State play the Bulldogs tonight, as they're sitting at 20-3 on the season, which is fantastic. And yet, at the same time, you watch them play lately, and you're just like, guys, can we get this going?
Can you please get back on the horse? Yeah, some of them have been really struggling.
Imagine that. Rabble, I'm complaining about a 20-3 basketball team.
You barely beat Wyoming. How dare you?
I know. Just disgraceful.
Disgraceful. You should have just taken them out on the court and beat them to death. That's how we are right now.
Are we spoiled? Yes.
When it comes to basketball, yes. And it's because we hold so much angst watching Utah State football, and it hurts our heart.
We're coming back. Why is Coach out on the floor? Coach Smith is way up there.
Yeah, I don't know.
He went over and talked with an administrator or something. There's a bunch of junk on the floor they're trying to kick off. There's so many people here tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a ton. I believe this is the fullest I've seen the gymnasium all year long.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that.
Would make sense.
I'll give you an update while we're waiting.
On what?
Logan 31, Skyview 20 at half.
Okay.
Yeah, Logan's whooping on Skyview.
All right,
Weird.
All right, Grizzlies.
Weird.
All right, Grizzlies. Here come the Riverhawks. They're going to start off and switch portions of the court, working from left to right now. Earl, quick toss inside. Martinson tries to poke it away one side, gets fouled on the other. And that is bread and butter easy. You just can't do it.
You don't do that. No, that's a dumb foul. That's a dumb foul.
Martinson just trying to play good defense, and the effort's there. You just got to stay square.
Yep.
Stay square.
The effort comes before that point.
Harrison Putnam doesn't miss on that opportunity. He's going to get the three-point play right out of the gate in the first 10 seconds to start this third quarter. Now Mountain Crest has got to figure it out offensively, as Smith will cross the line, give it to Muir at the top of the arc, now to Dimitrikov, and Ridgeline is kind of sloughed off of Dimitrikov. They're inviting the Mustangs to take those mid-range jumpers, and it's not been a high percentage shot for them as they missed that one there by Martinson. Muir can't get past Earl as he's putting the spin cycle, layup down and in. This is the defense, this is the emphasis the Riverhawks are trying to give the Mustang. They are giving up the 10-foot jumper.
Yeah.
And a pass intended for Martinson right into the breadbasket. I mean, a gift by Barrett. Driving in, throwing it, and no good. Here's Martinson on the rebound. He's going to go ahead and get it stolen right from his arms. Lowe is going to go the opposite way and lay it up and in. Timeout by Coach Smith. Disastrous first minute for the Mustangs. Great if you're the Riverhawks.
Right.
Wonderful if you're the Riverhawks. Making buckets, great moves. You got two sides of the story here.
Yeah.
Absolutely. 30-second timeout. One that you kind of just suck your teeth on right here. You're just like, what?
Yeah, you can't let this get any worse, because it's gonna take time to claw back into this one. So
Mountain Crest, I mean, make no mistake about it, Ridgeline is a good team. They've played really well in region. Their only two losses have been once to Green Canyon, and then the other one was to...
I don't know. I'll look, because that's important.
Very importante. Was it Skyview?
It might have been Skyview.
Don't hold me to that. Who knows?
No.
All right, well, you're down 11 now. Mustangs have got to come out and figure this thing out offensively. Back-to-back turnovers and back-to-back-to-back points by Ridgeline. Went from a 4-point deficit all the way up to an 11-point deficit. Dimitrikov. Hand it off to Cooper, left side, switches back. Pumps the three, gives it back up, nowhere really to go. Martinson. Now to Smith, calling for it well beyond the perimeter. Ball poked away from the blind side of Dimitrikov. Lowe driving in again, and a foul by Martinson as he reaches high in the air. Dawson Lowe has been just a menace.
Yeah.
In the best way for a Ridgeline.
Yeah, exactly. He does. He gets out there and he just plays really well. And of course, everybody wants to have their best game versus their rival. So
there it is, and he makes the first free throw. Substitution is going to come out. Tatum Martinson will come to the sideline after taking two fouls. Noah Carden in the game.
The loss was to Skyview and Green Canyon.
There you go. 42-29. You couldn't have cooked up a worse 90 seconds to start the second half.
No, you couldn't.
If you're Mountain Crest. Couldn't cook up a better 30 seconds if you're Ridgeline on the opposite end. Here's Noah Carden driving in. Pumps, fakes, left all alone. Here's Smith inside, passes it to Dimitrikov. Now Cooper contested three. Long and missed. Running the floor is Low, and the cherry pick is going to cash in the long rebound and bucket. How things can change in
so quickly.
2 minutes. 44-29 in favor of Ridgeline. Dimitrikov, bounce pass to Pugmire, reverse layup, can't go.
And that's the biggest difference right now in these two teams. Mountain Crest can't buy a bucket.
And when they do get a chance, and probably the best look that they've had all night at the rim, they miss. Here's the three from the corner. That one too long by Jackman. Barrett inside. Pugmire and Barrett both fall on the basketball, and it will go to the Mustangs. A sweet, sweet reprieve and silver lining of the last 3 minutes.
Yeah. Mountain Crest has got to get
in a
some
flash,
points on the
that's
board.
a 15-point deficit.
Yeah.
This has been an 11-0 run for Ridgeline to start this second half. Smith doubled, lob to Pugmire. He's got room. There's the layup that we were looking for. Underneath. 5 minutes remaining here in the third. 44-31 after the layup and the assist from Smith to Pugmire. Surveying, looking over the defense is Lowe. Finds his man Putnam at the top of the arc. Open three, left all alone and drained. Trey Cooper
They just
couldn't get out in time.
There. Yeah, left him all alone out there, and you can't do that.
47-31. Lob pass
Lazy
stolen away.
pass.
And the dunk is missed by Putnam. Here is the handoff at the top of the arc. Low, pumps, drives against Cooper, and he is contested at the rim. No good on the layup. Andrus in the ball game now with 3 fouls. Carden switching off of his man. Wants to drive baseline and does. It's going to be in what was a shot, ends up being a pass, not handled well by Pugmire as it's rejected by the underside of the backboard. Low, directing traffic on the near sideline extended. Overextension and the up and through move by Jackman.
Taking advantage of Cooper ended up on him and
the mismatch underneath. Andrus, the bounce pass to the top. Cooper, right side. Now Pugmire working across. Pick and roll, collapsed in on, and it has been a tough 4 minutes. The layup missed by Ridgeline. Bringing the ball down onto the court is Low, and he's dribbling in and out of pressure. A timeout called. And I feel like I beat it across the head, but whoa. Yeah. Ridgeline comes out and just puts pedal to metal.
So, I'm going to throw this out here. You tell me if I'm onto something here or not. We've done most of Mountain Crest games. Really the difference between these two right now is the mentality. When things start going sideways for Mountain Crest, they have a tendency to fall in the hole. We talk a lot about quicksand.
Yep.
Quicksand. You're in quicksand, the harder you struggle, the more you sink. And it's kind of one of those things. And I'm not chastising Mountain Crest at all. It's just that's the season they've kind of had. It's we're up. Oh no, it snowballs down the hill.
Where on the opposite side, you could probably compliment the Riverhawks and say not panicking with Ridgeline staying within 3 or 4 to halftime. They come out and they start playing a good game.
Yeah.
Ball deflected and grabbed by Barrett. Could have been an opportunity for the Mustangs to steal it out and away. It just rolls away. Barrett touches it last. It goes out of bounds, and that's a good defensive play by Pugmire.
He's got such a long reach.
He's such a long reach. Well, when you're interfering with basketballs inside the cylinder as they're 3/4 of the way down, going over the top of the rim, you got to have some type of length. Bad pass again. Carden intended for Muir. Ridgeline there to steal it. Throw it up. No good. Pugmire can't handle the basketball. There it is. He gets it back and throws it up and through. Thought that he lost the basketball originally.
That was ugly. From beginning to end, it was ugly.
49-33, under 2.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Earl spins off of Andrus, who has to be very careful with the basketball, and he steals it out and away. He's going to go coast to coast with it and be fouled going towards the rim. Out on the floor for Ridgeline. That's the first time we've seen JT White.
He had a little bit of playing time in the first half, but fairly quiet, but still.
And he did a football foul.
Well, he's a football player, so what can you say?
And I can say that because that's exactly how I played.
That's how you played. Yeah, you were a running back, and you played like a running back out
Muir
there.
for 3. Great look for Cale Muir as he gets the quick toss on the inbound. There we go, back to 13.
Back to 13.
Get some momentum back here for the Mustangs. Low, kick out for White. He'll drive baseline. Stop, give it back to Low, who will penetrate again. Hop, skip in the lane, fall away, finds Barrett on a beautiful pass and a timeout. Interesting strategy, I mean, he's not the only one that does this in the world, but head coach Derek Wadsworth likes to take timeouts when his team is in momentum for some reason, at least in this game. I can't say for the whole season, but it's been interesting.
Well, you're probably way too young to remember this, but Jerry Sloan, when he coached the Jazz, he had his entire game scripted.
Yeah.
Like when people sat, when they didn't. Somebody could be red hot, and he'd be like, nope, it's time for you to sit. And he sat them, and it drove everybody nuts. But there are some coaches that do that. They're very scripted. This is where I'm going to take my timeouts. This is where I'm going to do this. This is where I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
And right or wrong, I'm just saying. And some coaches are much more fly by the seat of your pants kind of deal.
Right, and feel that momentum kind of going on.
Feel the momentum.
This has been much more structured by Coach Wadsworth. And it's been interesting, just as an observation from an outside perspective. Ridgeline's come out. This was a very close game, 4-point difference, and then it feels like an explosion of points to start this third quarter.
Yeah. It's poise and confidence.
It's been 18 points scored in this third quarter by Ridgeline with 2 minutes left. Poise and confidence.
Poise and confidence is really a big thing, and you got to really give it up to Ridgeline too. It's his first year coaching here. Changeover of coaches. They lost a lot of seniors, and yet they're still able to maintain that winning ability. Your old coach down there.
I know. I was going to say the bridge man between Mountain Crest and Ridgeline, Coach Buckmiller.
Buckmiller down there
in the building.
That's right.
Coach Buckmiller was fun. I loved playing for Coach Buckmiller. Right side Martinson, and comes that aggressive 2-3 zone. Bounce pass out. Good look for Mountain Crest. Gets a good time and good look, and Muir just pushes it too hard on the putback. Low for Ward, sidestep 3, calm and collected, and that's good. Tale of two different sides of the court there. An open look one side, can't get it to go, and then just an absolute ice cube on the opposite end by Earl, who going into this game has averaged 6 points per game, has 4 3-point makes in this one so far.
Yeah.
Missed by Andrus at the free throw line. Rebounded by Ridgeline.
Struggling to get points, and they're easy points.
Martinson will pick up another foul, and he's going to have to come out. That's his 4th. And he tries to argue a case.
Pleading his case, but
damage is already done. He's got to go to the bench with 4. Trey Cooper will come into the ballgame as his reprieve. Putnam to Low, wrapping around the edge, and the floater down and in for Stockton Hansen, the sophomore. 56-36 with 30 seconds left in the third. A massive run by Ridgeline, who have scored 23 points in a quarter. Mustangs will play keep away against the Ridgeline defense here. Dimitrikov pumps, drives, goes towards, can't give it up. Back in the corner for Muir, good look, and it will roll out. Couple bounces, and it'll go to the Riverhawks. Low turns on the Jets in front of the media table. In the corner, Ward for 3, and it's long. What an explosion of points.
Yeah.
That's 23 points in a quarter by the Riverhawks. That effectively almost just short of doubled what you had in the second half. I mean,
it makes it tough coming into the fourth like that. It's a struggle for sure.
All right, we'll take the break, come back for the fourth quarter. 56-36, Ridgeline leads by 20 right here on CashValleyDaily.com.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
Locker 42. This is the store for Aggie fans. All your favorite apparel with an Aggie logo. Stay warm and fashionable in a cocoon blanket or a coat. Pick out a warm Aggie beanie. Choose a hat from Locker 42's wall of hats. This is the store where Aggie fans shop. Locker 42, downtown Logan.
Insurance is exciting.
Are you kidding me? However, Lana Powell's State Farm Insurance makes buying insurance a little less painful. Call 752-7639 for a quick quote.
Back here in Hiram, Mountain Crest trying to overcome a 20-point deficit to start the fourth quarter, and they've got to go ahead and do it and find some confidence to do so. Ridgeline trying to hold them away and put this game away if possible. Andrus at the top of the arc, the wraparound pass to the mid-post for Dimitrikov. Feels out his defender. Goes the baseline route, steps away, throws it up, and it rolls in and out.
And they just needed a follow there, and they would have been able to get that rebound, so.
Tough break, as Dimitrikov was the man they went to against Skyview. Here comes Lowe driving up and in, and a offensive foul. Smith kind of settled up underneath. Felt like the sea opened up for Lowe there, and he drove to the rim. Quick transition and rotation by Smith. He gets the offensive foul.
He has that same line, so if Mountain Crest can start doing that, get in the way and setting your feet.
Andrus at the top of the key, finds Muir, feeds back to Dimitrikov, who bullies his way inside, floats up the shot and won't go. It's tipped out of bounds by Ridgeline. It will stay with the Mustangs. So trying to copy a little bit what they did against Skyview that got them points. They're going to try and ride the Dimitrikov train.
Yeah.
To get something going. Smith, bounce pass to Cooper inside. Got caught underneath the basket, and he has to pull it back out. Mustangs with a full shot clock to work with. Cooper looks at the rim, gives it back to Smith. Good closeout by the Riverhawks. Late feed, Muir toes the baseline, pulls it back out. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Andrus retreats to the far side angle. Sidestepping and a short mid-range jumper. Not the shot that I think was wanted there. It's just not a whole lot of options for the Mustangs right now. Here's Putnam, kick out to Lowe. Triple threat, handoff at the top of the arc. Earl. Down underneath, drop step, up and through.
So they've got to fix that, because that's a huge mismatch down there with Jackman and Cooper.
Jackman throws up the shot after spinning and twirling his way to where he wanted to go. Dimitrikov, chest pass to the far side, now to the big man underneath again. He's going to feel out his defender. Wolf call, gets to the middle of the key, got to pass it out, throws up the shot, and it goes up and in. Not what he wanted to do, but it ends up working. 58-38.
I still feel like that's a high percentage shot for him down there.
Right, but you could tell he was looking for somebody to bail him out for a good chunk. Offensive foul by Barrett as he couldn't quite set himself on the screen at the top of the arc.
That's 2 quick fouls on him. I don't know how many he's got.
That's his first.
That's his first? I thought he had a couple there.
No, that's his first. Inbound coming up from the far sideline. Pugmire to toss it in. Smith will take it into the red basket and begin the offensive set. Crest trying to see this 2-3 zone and the weakness as I sneeze. I apologize. Got caught up in my nose. Pugmire on the baseline, spins, throws up a pass to Smith. Tough one inside for Dimitrikov. Can't hold it down. Stolen away by the Riverhawks. Drop step against Phantom Air for Putnam. 5 minutes remain.
One of the things that this 3-2 zone is doing, it's not allowing Mountain Crest to get a quick shot, which at this point you really need a quick shot if you're going to even attempt to come back.
Falling away from the bucket, and it dances on the front, back, and every side of the rim for Dimitrikov. Doesn't seem like that adjustment, it just hasn't been there. Here's Ridgeline on the baseline jumper. We talked about how tough it's been for Mountain Crest to try and take the counterpunch, find the adjustment. They hung in there for a half.
Yeah.
And then just couldn't find that second wind to hang in here with a very good Ridgeline squad tonight. Here's Martinson for three, and he will knock it down. Good quick passing leads to the open look, and a timeout by Coach Smith. We'll take it here. Coach, let's talk a little bit about adjustments. I mean, Ridgeline comes out really fast, really hot.
Right.
They're putting pressure on the Mustangs, and it just seemed like there was something missing from what happened in the first half to the second half that got lost between here and the locker room.
And this has happened a lot this year. The first quarter, like if you ended every one of Mountain Crest games after the first quarter, they probably only lose one game, one or two games. It's continuing that through because basketball is really a chess match, and we talk about that a little bit. There's move, counter move. They're great at the move. Once it gets to the counter move or in the second counter move, that's where they kind of get lost a little bit. And it really comes from where you really need a strong personality out there on the floor. Just like in football, you've got a quarterback on offense and a linebacker usually on defense that takes control out there. They're not the coach, but they take control out there. With Ridgeline, it's low. He's obviously in control out there.
You can tell he's puppeteering this game.
Yeah,
you can tell he's got his fingerprints on every portion of the offense for Ridgeline.
And I do want to say Smith does that really well in most cases, but when he's not out there, they're kind of missing that catalyst because he does run the offense.
Right. And, as Ridgeline begins the transition and works their offense, typically the term game manager is often used incorrectly as a derogatory term.
Right.
But really, you got to have one.
Yeah, you do.
As in any sporting, anything.
Yeah.
Someone that you can turn to and say, what are we doing?
Yeah, what are we doing? How are we running this?
All right, here's Cooper on the near side. 2-3 zone set up by Ridgeline. It's almost like a hybrid zone. They're kicking out the wings to contest. Here's Martinson for a long three. It will go off the back iron and out. Muir grabs the rebound, goes up and through, and he is fouled on the backside. So Ridgeline right now making the adjustment to say, hey, we're more than happy for you to launch up threes right now because we don't think it's going to get you in the game. They're settling in quickly into a zone. Mountain Crest can't seem to figure it out.
No, they don't. And one of the biggest things, too, I talked about this a little bit, that Mountain Crest really needs to make quick buckets. But that zone isn't allowing them to get that quick two-pass shot.
Right.
One-pass shot, two-pass shot. They're ending up using the whole clock and just not coming away with the points they need.
Shot up and through from Muir. 64-43, and we are under 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the ball game. Intensity defensively for the Mustangs has not wavered. It's just been good offense by Ridgeline. At the top is Brenchley, who passes it to the near side, driving inside the key, stopping, and back out to Brenchley for three. Yes. Good shot by the sophomore, Tyson Brenchley. Hasn't played a lot for Ridgeline this year, but when he does, has some good looks in there. Dimitrikov, handoff to Martinson, and there's that hang-up, one-on-one. Dimitrikov, push shot, no, will not go. And Dimitrikov just slaps the ball from behind.
Frustration foul. He felt like he got hit, Dimitrikov going up, and he probably did, but you can't turn around and do a stupid foul on top of that. Doesn't help.
All right, here we go. Reset. 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining, 67-43. A very in-control Riverhawk squad runs their offense as White at the top drives against Dimitrikov, kicks it to the corner, long three, quick toss, holds the pose, and Stockton Hansen gets in there. Only played 5 games all year long for Ridgeline, but he averages 3 points per game. So I guess that in those 5 games, he's been a go-to option. Cooper will get fouled on the reach in. substitution for Ridgeline. We're going to get a couple new faces in here.
Looks like some of the JVs going to get to come in.
Easton Bamey and Crew Cox, both sophomores. We're going to come into the ball game. Out comes Brenchley and Hansen. Cooper to inbound. Throws a laser beam dart to Andrus. Collects it, jabs, drives inside the key, wiggles his way up and through, and is fouled. 2 shots coming up for Parker Andrus.
It's been a real struggle for Mount Crest in the second half in a lot of these games. Now, going forward, I believe, well, it all depends on the RPI, whether Ridgeline will get free.
There we go.
Anyway, sorry, I lost my concentration.
No, you're good.
I lost what I was doing, sorry.
You're good. Missed for Andrus on the second one. I'll let you finish your thought here as Ridgeline takes it on the rebound up and through.
I'm not sure if Ridgeline will get a bye. Being in that second place, it all depends on the RPI. But Mountain Crest will be traveling.
Mountain Crest on the steal and drive, a foul going up towards the rim. Yeah, you're 100% right. Mountain Crest, Ridgeline might not get that bye.
They might not, yeah. Just
Green
depends.
Canyon has kind of solidified themselves as top dog in the region, but they're going to get a favorable look here in the first round at whoever they play once playoff time does come around. This is the final regular season game for both of these teams.
And the final RPI will come out tomorrow, and so will the brackets, so everybody will know. I believe the first 2 games are home games, and then they will head down to, I don't know if it's at the U or at Weber this year.
We'll find out. 2 makes from Andrus, 70-45. You're reading under 2 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Right side switch up and through, down on the block, going one-on-one versus Dimitrikov. And a tough shot as Dimitrikov holds the Stonewall defense versus Brock Fuller. Andrus on the right side angle, hands off to Martinson, gets a screen from Dimitrikov, and Muir has to track down the pass that runs in between his fingers. Mustangs retain possession, set back up on the same type of play. Martinson on the switchback, long 3, yes. Peyton Martinson made some threes here in the second half. One-on-one, here's a drive up and through by Reynolds, who says, I'm not waiting for anybody.
No,
I'm going to go coast to coast with this.
I'm not going to run the clock out.
Martinson, good move, everything but the finish as he misses the layup, spinning off of his defender on the far side block. Under 1 minute remaining here in this one. Ridgeline takes control in the second half. Fuller versus Dimitrikov. Backdoor cut stolen away. Cooper with the steal. Flips it to Martinson in the corner. Drives the baseline himself. He'll go up and get the and one. Nice take from Martinson.
Yep, good move. Down and underneath. The state finals will actually be at SUU this year. So
Really?
northern teams must travel south, but
wow,
at least it's nicer down there this time of year.
That's true.
It's prettier.
Mountain Crest is going to get some time in as well as JV. Braden Larson, Kai Passy, paired with Stewart, will go in as the seniors will come out to a round of applause by the Mountain Crest faithful. Shot up and missed by Martinson. 37 seconds left here in this one. Attacking towards the rim and the foul. You can hear Coach Wadsworth saying, no, pull it out, wait. Ridgeline says, now, no, I'm going to go for it. And a foul on the attacking of the
They're
rim.
gonna stick the knife in and twist it a little bit.
Easton Bamey, the sophomore, will go to the line. First shot by the lefty shooter is down and in. Noah Carden comes out. Martinson will come off to the sideline with a hearty applause. And we'll all but wrap up this game 73-50. You're reading on the scoreboard here with Ridgeline up by 23, make that 24 on the second attempt make. Braden Larson. Toss to Passy. You saw that a lot with the pigskin, not so much with the basketball. Here is Jackson Brands. Go
Good
up
cut
through.
to the basket.
Great cut. Ridgeline will pull it out and dribble out the remainder of our clock. Don't mind us as we will go ahead and get into the post-game show. Right after this, we'll talk about our players of the game. We'll talk about what we expect to see for the playoffs as Mountain Crest falls to Ridgeline 74-52 here at home on senior night. Don't go anywhere. We'll come back right after this. After a quick message from our sponsors, this has been a Napa Auto Parts presentation of Mountain Crest and Ridgeline basketball here on 107.7 KLZX, 104.5 The Ranch.
What was the final?
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
Locker 42. This is the store for Aggie fans. All your favorite apparel with an Aggie logo. Stay warm and fashionable in a cocoon blanket or a coat. Pick out a warm Aggie beanie. Choose a hat from Locker 42's wall of hats. This is the store where Aggie fans shop. Locker 42, downtown Logan.
All right, welcome back here to the post-game show brought to you by Napa Auto Parts. The parts and oil you need to keep your car and equipment running its best. Locally owned and operated from Preston to Providence. Well, not how you want to go out on senior night, but a great first half showing by the Mustangs as they get ready for the start of the playoffs. Ridgeline will end the year at 18-5, 10-2 in region play. Mountain Crest will fall to 6-16, 2-9 in region play.
Yeah.
We saw some fun basketball by a couple seniors tonight, really by both teams. It's time for us to give our player of the game. Brought to you by Adams Wealth Advisors. We'll go ahead and start with the Riverhawks. I really think that this game was puppeteered and won off of the management and, you know,
the
orchestration by Dawson Lowe.
Yeah.
Dawson Lowe, the senior tonight, ended with a fantastic showing. Assist to turnover ratio was great and really took it upon himself to run the Ridgeline offense that turned into defense, that turned into a good game for the Riverhawks.
Yeah, it did, yeah. And you can see why they're as good as they are. They don't panic, they come out and they run that really well. So good job for Lowe out there.
All right, Coach, our player of the game for Mountain Crest, who are you going to give it to?
You know, there was a plethora of players, but probably Martinson there at the end with the few shots that he had to try and keep Mountain Crest in it. I would say his three-point shooting definitely was what kept Mountain Crest in for a long time. So I would say Martinson.
And with Martinson, you know, his three-point shooting at the end, I would say that Cale Muir and his three-point shooting at the beginning kept Mountain Crest in the game as well. So
yeah, he did. Yep.
We'll go ahead and give it to either one of those seniors. They'll share the honor tonight of our player of the game. We appreciate all of you for joining us here on 107.7 KLZX and on 104.5 The Ranch tonight. If you're in the mood for more basketball, I'll get you an update here as Utah State leads Fresno State 25-15 with just under 10 minutes to play in the first half. So you can go on over to the Mountain West Network, figure that one out. We'll go ahead and wrap it up here on behalf of all of us at CashValleyDaily.com. And our last broadcast, at least for the regular season, I am Cody Olson, joined here with Coach John Olson to my left and Annie Olson running the camera tonight. We say thank you so very much. Ridgeline gets the dub, 58 against Mountain Crest tonight. We thank you so much, and as always, go Mustangs.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.